What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here. I want to welcome you to tonight's Profit Power Hour. Hope that you are all doing fantastic. Sorry, we're starting 2 or 3 minutes late. My little boy Drake didn't seem to want to go to sleep, so I was trying to get him down. I can hear him in the other room still complaining about going to sleep. So Casey's taking care of that. But I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. So just go ahead and type in a 1 if you can hear me. I want to make sure all systems are go. Type in, oh, cool. See lots of 1s. Cool. So we got Rich, Stephanie, David, Cheryl, Julie, Dennis, Brett, Shannon, JL, Mark. Cool. Alex, Chad. All right, it was telling me my microphone was like not connected. So we are good there. Now for the camera. What's up? All right. So thank you so much for being here tonight. This is our Profit Power Hour series. Now, I know that a lot of you that are on here are new. So this is a webinar series where you hop on with me. We stream every single Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we just talk about like what's working, right? What's trending, what new strategies we should be testing. We talk about what new hot products or seasons we should be leaning into. This is not one of those sales pitch webinars. I know that a lot of you get on a lot of webinars, and there's always like this, we're going to show you this really special thing, and then all of a sudden the special thing is what you got to buy, right? Now, I'm not going to say that I've never sold anything on a webinar. This year, many months ago, we launched a software and we opened it and then we closed it, right? It's kind of a one-time thing. It's very rare, but if I do it, it is something I prepare y'all for, and I don't, trick you into getting on a sales webinar. So that's what the Profit Power Hour is. You should see our screen here that basically gives you our top recommended suppliers. We got Zendrop, Shine On, CJ Dropshipping. If you don't have a Shopify store yet, go to profitph.com/free store, and it will let you use our free AI tool. It's actually an award-winning tool. I got my award right there. It's an award from Shopify. Basically says, thank you for being the most innovative commerce coach of the year, and it's for that AI tool that we created. It is free. Thank you, Rich. I try to be very down to earth. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to go over something that might seem a little early, but we're actually right on time if you're here tonight and you start doing what I'm about to talk about like right now, okay? E-commerce is all about being ahead of the curve. Those who are ahead of the curve tend to really hit it big with success. Those who are behind, they pick up the breadcrumbs. And the way that I usually put it is, I live in a beach town. It's like tons of surfers and boogie boarders on the beach every time I look out past the pool. And I always think to myself, the surfers, they take a little bit more of a risk. They train probably a lot more for surfing. They have a bigger board, and they travel and they paddle further out into the ocean, and they look for these waves that are forming, and they know how to spot where a really good wave is going to form and paddle early to catch that wave. So surfers are always paddling before the wave is fully formed or peaked. Thank you. And they catch an epic wave, and they get an epic ride. Boogie boarders get the breadcrumbs. The wave is formed, it is curled, it's crashed, and they're basically eating sand. If you're boogie boarding, you're eating sand. You're catching those white caps and you're flailing around and you're in sand in your mouth and in your pants. Still fun, right? So that's kind of like the two ways people do e-commerce. Some people catch the breadcrumbs and they have a little bit of fun, and then some people are ahead of the curve and they get the ride of their life. Everybody's different. Both ways are just fine and both ways are fun. Does that make sense? Just say yes if that semi makes sense to you. So what I want to do tonight though is and what I do on these webinars is I prepare you to be ahead of the curve. And again, if you're brand spanking new to these webinars, you have a free account at our portal. It's called accessadrian.com. And you can come into this portal, click on the Profit Power Hour under My Courses and Software. It's going to open up a membership area that has all of our trainings and replays for free. All right, you'll see 2024 all the way down to 2016. Okay. And you can go back and you watch these. They're 30 minutes to an hour long. So I highly recommend that. Alternatively, if you want to see some of the more edited versions of our trainings, you can hit my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Adrian Morrison. I'm approaching 100,000 subs, which will be cool. And you can come here and watch some of the more edited versions of the trainings. We may cut some of the more private stuff out since this is like public and stuff. So it's in both places. So check them out. All right. This is the place to be if you want to learn for free. Now, that being said, it is, what's the exact date? September 3rd right now. And Halloween is coming up. I know that many of you are just thinking about school getting started, for those of you that have kids or that might be in school. I'm already thinking about Halloween. Actually, I'm already thinking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that good stuff. And if we come over here to Google Trends, which is a tool that we use to kind of look at data, the search related data from Google on, what people are looking for, when they're looking for it, so we can catch those waves. You can see here, if I type in Halloween, over the last 5 years, you see these massive peaks and crashes. It looks a lot like, ocean waves. Actually, if we just go back to 2004 through present, you'll see peaks and valleys, big waves that crash. So Halloween is in fact one of those big waves that is forming that anybody, even a complete beginner, can see. And my point is that if you start preparing or paddling or getting your equipment early enough, you can catch this wave and potentially have the ride of your life, right? So I've always said that when people ask me what product should I market, Adrian, I said that's actually not the first question you should ask me. The first question you should ask me is what season, what holiday is coming up, because that's going to dictate what product we start marketing or what products we start marketing. So if we type in Halloween, we'll see every year that around September is when that wave starts to form. To make it easier for you, we'll just go back to the last 5 years. It makes it easier for me to kind of go up. And you'll see in September is really when things start to pop off each year. September, that wave is forming. And then in October, it is maximized and then it crashes. So this webinar is going to be about preparing for Halloween, some of the cool products that are probably going to crush it this year, how to do research on other products that might work this year, so you can add them to your store. People are going to be purchasing decorations. They're going to be purchasing costumes. All right. So those are really the two big things that we want to look at is costumes and decorations. Now, if we're marketing with vendors that have you know, Chinese factories. Okay, there's US based vendors and there's vendors that are in China. Zendrop, for example. Zendrop has vendors in both China and the US. All right. So you want to make sure that you start marketing early enough, right? Because if you start marketing early enough, you give the products time to actually your make it to your customer. That's why also drop shipping, very, very important to be very much ahead of the curve. Because if you're marketing Halloween costumes 7 days before Halloween and you sell costumes that aren't going to arrive for 12 days, that's a problem. But like Zendrop, for example, you know, you could come in here and you can get options. We type in Halloween, you can see that they have US based vendors and they have Chinese based vendors. And you'll be able to see that here by looking at the American flag versus a worldwide symbol. Okay, so just, you know, keep that in mind. Now, in regards to this trend here, we know that this is going to pop off. And if we look at the last 12 months, you can see where that formed. It started forming in September and then just crashed. So let's focus on paddling out and catching this wave. Now, some of the things that are going to sell for Halloween are going to be the typicals that always sell. It's going to be stuff based off of popular TV shows, popular movies, or like, I guess you could say staple, legendary, classic shows and movies. People are going to dress as those costumes. What you want to avoid is putting a Spider-Man costume for sale in your store because you're not licensed with Disney and Marvel. Make sense? So don't go out there and get too excited and put Spider-Man and Superman and Hulk and Avengers and all that stuff on your store because you need licensing rights to do that. I'm not an attorney. I failed the LSAT 3 times. I could not get into law school. I cannot give you legal advice. But what I can do is tell you not to market obvious, common sense licensed products blatantly because that could cause a problem. Does that make sense? Just say, yes, Adrian. All right, I see yeses. Perfect. All right, cool. Now, that said, how do we find what's trending for Halloween? Well, first off, I'm just going to show you a product that I've already started seeing in my newsfeed. All right, so this is something that I've seen marketed that is pretty cool that my team is going to be doing research on and we're going to be looking at very closely. So I already have it pulled up. These kind of do good every year. Halloween projectors. So these Halloween projectors are really cool. You can find really good prices on some of these that are fairly cheap, or you can get the more high quality projectors that cost a lot more. But this one, for example. All right, so this is a Halloween projector here that can project into windows. Essentially what it has is a screen that you can put up and the projector will then project these images on the screen. So this additionally can be used again during Christmas holidays because you can get other different images that project onto them. So this is a really cool product right here. Now you can look at Amazon and get an idea of what kind of prices Halloween projectors are selling for. So this is just off the cuff. And you can see they're selling for upwards of $40, $45, all just depending on the projector and the type of projector, right? Some of these are just doing colors. Some, like this one that's $149, are projecting crazy scenery on the screens. So we know that on Amazon, people are paying upwards of $50 to $100 for these and we can get them for $19. Now, we could probably do a little bit more research and find some better prices on these, but that's not what these webinars are about. We're not just going to look at a gazillion of these projectors and see which one is the cheapest. That's something that common sense can tell you and that you can do on your own after this webinar, okay? You could do this on AliExpress, you could do it on Zendrop, but I'm telling you, this is something I've been seeing a lot of, all right? So I would most certainly have some of these Halloween decor projectors on your store, and you can mark them up roughly 2x. Generally speaking, I like to have a 3x markup on products. That's kind of what we always aim for. So if something is $20, I want to try to sell it for $60. Sometimes that's not possible. The market dictates otherwise, but I would say try to get a 3x markup at least. That leaves a little bit of room for advertising and margin. However, with holiday seasons like Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, Valentine's Day, the big hitter Halloween, the big hitter holidays, conversion rates can increase because there's this massive spike and this massive demand and people are buying very quickly. So a lower markup still could convert so high that your ROAS, which is return on ad spend, how much you spend versus how much you generate, could work out just the same, right? Hopefully that makes sense. As people are shopping and they're shopping with the quickness and urgency. Now, I went ahead and went to Signal Boost, which is a software that we created to let it start loading up some of the top selling things on Amazon for the search Halloween. This is a software I created, a software that we released earlier this year, and it's not free. And I don't know of any tools that do what this does for free. They're all paid because it's expensive. However, I'm going to share some of the data with you on some of the things that it's pulled in thus far, okay? So this product here, and what we're doing here is research on what's selling on Amazon in the last 30 days. I imagine in the next 30 days, this data is going to look very different. The numbers are going to be higher because people are purchasing more urgently as we get closer to Halloween. Right now, we're still roughly, 60 days away from Halloween. But these bat scissors have done $100,000 in sales just about in the last 30 days. I will say with Facebook advertising and TikTok advertising, be careful writing ads for a product like scissors, even though it is not a weapon. Their algorithms and their bots might look at this and flag it as a weapon, and your ads might get declined. They might be just fine. I'm just warning you, that anytime it's a sharp object, Facebook could accidentally mark it as a weapon, and that's just kind of a pain in the butt. I think we could all agree with that. Alberto, I could see you typing. You're good. So you're doing the right thing. Halloween decorations. So we can see that these little ghost decorations here, $97,000 in sales in the last 30 days. These hands that hold candles, 50,000 bucks. This Oriental cherry Halloween decoration, $40,000. And again, we're a little early. You're going to see these start to pick up. Remember, when we look over here at Google Trends, if we're looking at last year, it wasn't really until mid-September or the end of September that that sales really started and searches really started to pick up. So technically, we're still roughly 10 to 12 days early from where the big spike happens, right? So any and all research that we're doing right now is way ahead of the curve. We're looking at the wave as we just barely see it start to form. You need to keep your eyes on and do what I'm doing every day because you're going to start to see more viral things pop up. Like something viral is likely to pop up between now and the next 30 days, and you're going to want to jump on that. But you have to be privy, right, to the fact that you need to be doing this research, right? So again, these numbers will increase probably, and so will the products. The products will probably, there'll be new products that kind of pop off. But these are ones that are already picking up steam. This 88-piece bat Halloween decoration. So these are just some of the things that are hitting right now. Now, when we look at TikTok, okay, these are TikTok ads and videos that come up. The giant pumpkin, 4 million views. 2.4 million views on this video that basically you probably cannot reproduce because this is just crazy Halloween decorations. These little blow up suits right here of the little skulls. We can see this one here has had 13 million views. So this is something that is live right now. So these are all things that you need to keep in mind when you're looking for stuff that you could sell on your store, be it decorations or be it costumes. These are all things with very, very big, very large amount of views. So you got this. Now, when we look at, let's take that a second to load, but when we look over here at TikTok in itself, if you don't have Signal Boost, you can pop over here to TikTok, and there are a couple of search terms that you could type in. So number one is you could just simply type in on TikTok Halloween, and you'll start to see what videos are viral on TikTok about Halloween. So this one right here is showing just kind of like a Halloween ambiance, all right? But these are some Halloween shorts or Halloween pajamas, 99,000 views. Watch this. I think we're about to see a trend. This one right here, comfortable, cute Halloween pajamas, 2.3 million views. Halloween pajamas, 662,000 views. More Halloween pajamas, 4.1 million views. More Halloween pajamas, 349,000 views. I just typed in Halloween, right? Here's another one that looks like a sweater that's a skeleton, 3 million views. So right out of the gate, before I scroll very, well, hold on, there's more. 250,000 views, 360,000 views. So silk Halloween pajamas, right? Now, if we come over here to Zendrop, we could see if there's any Halloween pajamas. It looks like they have some pajamas on here, but we might have to do a little bit deeper of a search. Maybe like type in stuff like ghost pajamas. See, they have some things. We have to do a little bit deeper search. Also, we can request products and they will import them from AliExpress for us if we really want to sell them. We can come over here to AliExpress and just type in Halloween pajamas. And what I would do is come to AliExpress at this point in time because there's plenty of time before Halloween and these seem to be doing well on TikTok, is come over here, and then if you have a Zendrop account, you can actually use their AliExpress import tool and they'll handle everything for you. If you don't know how to do that, then all you have to do is hit up their support and they can show you how to use it and import things from AliExpress. Basically anything that's on AliExpress, you can get on Zendrop and they'll handle everything for you. But we can see here all of the different types of Halloween pajamas. All I did was go to TikTok and just type in Halloween, and TikTok immediately showed me what videos of Halloween products are going viral. Now, pajamas are obviously big hitters, but there's other things as well. We don't just want to be selling nothing but pajamas. So we'll look for some other products. So if we scroll through with just Halloween, it's going to give us decor, it's going to give us like viral videos, makeup tutorials, but we can start to see some trends like we found with the Halloween stuff. What we really want to do is we want to start typing in things like, and they'll suggest stuff to you. Halloween 2024. All right. So that would mean these are very recent, Halloween 2024. And see if anything pops up. Here's some of those things, the hands that we saw. I think we saw these semi earlier, but these are things, 1.6 million views. All right, on this. So he looks like he's shopping and he's kind of creating some creepy hands that hold candles. So 1.6 million views. We could come over here and say Halloween handle holders. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I really have no clue if that's gonna. Okay, there you go. It pulls some up, $6. Here's another one that's $3. I'm sure there's other variations. I've never even searched for this before. I think we saw another video that had something similar a second ago. I'm just looking at a bunch of stuff, so I can't remember. But so this is a do-it-yourself creepy hands holding candles. Done. All right, 1.6 million views. Let's capitalize off those views. Now, another thing that we might want to type in is Halloween made me buy it. You know, there's this very, very popular search term that e-commerce people use called TikTok made me buy it, and it's got gold if you search for it. But we're going to switch it up and we're going to say Halloween made me buy it. And see what comes up. All right, so here is a digital face mask. Now this is from last Halloween. You can see the dates, 2023. All right, 2 million views. It looks like a digital mask that people could wear for Halloween. I do remember those did well last year. They'll probably do well again this year. We got all the pajamas. We've got the slippers, but it's only 1,400 views on those. Geez, these freaking pajamas. What the heck? Night lights, Halloween night lights, 1.6 million views. 50,000 views, probably not worth it. 196,000 views plus 50,000 views. Okay, Halloween sneakers. Looks like something kids might wear to school, teachers might wear to school on Halloween to kind of be funny. There's another one of the crazy masks. I'm just like casually looking as y'all are chilling. All right, so let's do the suggestion. Halloween TikTok made me buy it. See if it pulls in. Man, these pajamas are just nutso. 102,000 views. I could scroll through this for a while and find some stuff, but we're looking just like right out of the gate. Halloween slippers. I'm seeing a couple of videos on these. So ghost and pumpkin slippers. All right, so let's take a look at these. There you have it. They're 99 cents. All right. If you look at TikTok again, wherever that video went, these have 2.3 million views. You can see other people are posting them. We're not seeing a boatload of them, but we're seeing a trend, right? What we're looking for are trends that are consistent. So we're seeing these specific slippers being posted by various people very recently, getting hundreds of thousands of views, and in some cases, 1 million plus views. Common sense tells oneself that these slippers should be on my Shopify store, ready to start selling for Halloween, and we should include some additional variations like the pumpkin ones that were down here, the bat ones, the orange pumpkin ones. Well, I would be weary of this one because that movie Scream is very famous, and that looks very similar to the Scream mask. And just, you know, being extra careful, because when we're doing this stuff, we want to be safe, we want to be careful, we want to be mindful. I don't think you would maybe again, I'm not an attorney, definitely not, you know, a trademark copyright style attorney. I would just say, I would either A, ask my attorney, which probably isn't worth it, or B, which is what I would do, probably just not sell these. Find other things like these little skeleton ones, so on and so forth. So we can see that there are a lot of these. Even if you see other people selling these, y'all, let them be dumb. Let them take the risk of getting in trouble. If you have to, I'm just going to give you just a quick little kind of like compliance spill here. If you have to ask yourself, is this okay? 9 out of 10 times, it's probably not okay. You feel me? So there's a gazillion other things that are selling. Don't risk it unless you want to like talk to an attorney and say, hey, can you review this? Does this look okay? Da 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 da, which probably costs more money than it's worth. Does that make sense? So when in doubt, just find something else. There's a gazillion different things in slippers that we can sell. Now the Halloween LED masks also, we want to pop off some of these. A gazillion of these. Just put a bunch on your store. Like these right here, the bunny rabbit ones, maybe these right here. You know, the ones that are generic yet like this one, don't do it. You got to know that's Venom. You got to know that's Venom. This is a Marvel character. It even says cosplay famous movie. Stupid. They don't have to worry about this in China, maybe, but we do because we run, you know, legitimate businesses that have copyright, trademark style laws. And the reason I keep saying that though is because for Halloween, it's very easy to accidentally be like, ooh, I'm going to sell something with the Incredible Hulk. And these, you know, oh, it's on AliExpress, so it must be okay. No, you are responsible. So you could tell this is Venom from and Carnage from Spider-Man. So even says it on there. So avoid avoid those. Do the damn pumpkin. All right, not Venom, not Spider-Man, not Captain America, not Iron Man, and not Batman. All right. Again, I want to teach you how to be safe, but also find products that are trending that you can safely sell. Is everybody with me on that? Say, I'm with you if you're with me on that, right? We know that these types of masks are selling. We just simply want to make sure that we avoid the ones that are obvious, like, you know, trademark, copyright, superhero characters and whatnot, right? So just be very careful with that. Now, coming back over here to TikTok, I love doing research on TikTok and looking at TikTok videos. If we scroll down a little bit more, let's just see if a couple more things pop up. There's another one of these masks, which will probably do good again this year. That looks too much like the Scream mask. It even says hashtag Scream, avoid it. Don't want to risk it. How about we do Halloween? Costume. All right. So I type in 2024 because we're looking for costume ideas for 2024. There's a lot of these videos. It looks like they're kind of like before and after, or probably different videos of girls, guys, whatever, trying different things on. So you're going to have to watch some of these, and you'll have to see if there's anything that is in these that is viral that you could sell. Like there are those slippers again with 1 million views. So you got to do the research on this, y'all. Like, again, don't be selling no Dallas Cowboys cheerleader uniforms just because there's a show on Netflix and it's popular now. It doesn't mean it's okay for you to sell that. Find the generic stuff, okay? So I would basically come on TikTok and do exactly what I've done every other day over the next 30 days and even before, because you're ahead of the curve right now based off of, Google Analytics, we're still at the bottom of this trend that's about to build. Look, September 3rd last year, it was under the 50 range. We're really looking to advertise stuff when it's over the 50 level. I've always said that. What we're doing right now is we already know that this thing is going to blast up to 100. We're just preparing, right? Because we are looking at this and saying that we want to be ready and we want to have stuff already on our store that early shoppers can pick up and that's there for the boom. But you still want to keep your eye on TikTok, especially TikTok, for viral videos. For TikTok made me buy it, Halloween made me buy it, Halloween decor 2024, put 2024 in there so you pick up the latest, newest things. And we want to do that every other day until roughly early October. Anything after early October, especially if it's coming from, overseas, you want to be very, very careful, like jumping on some crazy trend unless you know that the shipping times are going to pan out. And usually stuff can get there in about 10, 11 days. Just be careful, right? Just know that you want to give it 10 to 11 days to get to your person if it's coming over from China. So that's what I wanted to go ahead and prepare y'all for, because I know that this wave is forming. There's already some stuff you could put on your store. Some of the stuff we reviewed here, some of the stuff Signal Boost showed you, TikTok showed you. I just showed you some things that I'm personally researching based off things I'm seeing. And it doesn't hurt you to put anything on your store, right? Have it there. Think about those Halloween stores that you go to that are generally next to Walmarts or big shopping stores. It's a bunch of junk. People that are Halloween shopping, they go in these stores, they spontaneously purchase things that they didn't have any intent on buying prior to entering those stores. They're just shopping. Ooh, this looks cool. This looks cool. This looks cool, right? So have a collection on your store for Halloween. Halloween decor collection, Halloween costume collection, and start posting on your social media, be it Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, that you're preparing for early bird Halloween sales. Run an early bird Halloween sale ad. It's a paid ad, but you're saying, prepare for a Halloween early and get a 25% discount, because prices are going to go up when demand increases, right? So these are ways that you can hype up Halloween 60 days before, well, it's not 60 days, but roughly 60 days before Halloween. Everybody with me on this? Yes? Awesome. Thank you, Randy, Kathy, and everyone else on here. I'm going to go ahead and call it. I think we've looked at plenty of products now. I'll kind of keep in mind each week, like, update you. Is there anything new for Halloween that you can tap into? Also, I am traveling to Italy here in the next week. I'll probably be gone for 2 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare some trainings for you before I go to Italy. So I just want to be prepared, because I don't know how my internet connection will be when I'm there and all this stuff. And I want to make sure that each week there is a training available to you. So on the next 2 trainings, if the date says a different date anywhere, it might be because I recorded it early and went to that, because in Italy I had, or Greece, or wherever I'm going, I don't know, so other people planned it, I'm just going. I will not have Wi-Fi, right? So, or the connection might suck for streaming, but there will be trainings, and I'll either be live or I'll have a backup prepared for you that I recorded a little bit early. All right. I love you all. Wish you a ton of success. I will see you next Tuesday, same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour. Start doing some research for Halloween products. Maybe add some of these products that I showed you tonight to your store, and just be excited that you are prepared way ahead of time, and plenty of time to catch that wave that guaranteed is going to form. All right, that's it. I'll see you all next week. Love you all. Good night.